that his teammates love too. That's another thing. Anyway, let's switch gears to Jordan Love a little bit. You see the stat line, think, oh, Jordan was terrible yesterday, right? That's if you're just a box score watcher, you would go, why didn't Jordan Love have a bigger game there? You play the game in front of you, right? You play the game that you're dealt. I was as pleased. I don't want to say more pleased with this game, Tim, but I was almost as pleased with this game with Jordan Love as I was last week, where he threw the game-winning touchdown on that late fourth quarter drive, right? And the reason being, you guys remember what I put in our text thread, Tim, about him throwing that ball away at one time?
Yep.
Like, that's growth.
Yep.
Third down, you're on their side of the field. Don't like what you got, rolling right. You know what? Throw that thing away and take the 3 points. That's a big growing moment for him, was it not, man?
Absolutely. 100%. And also the decision making too, when he is having to scramble or move a little bit, he looks a little bit more poised under duress in those situations. And being patient enough to give your guys a chance downfield to work open, because Jordan will let it go if it's there. And I think it is. It's improvement to his game to know when it's not there and to just throw the ball to the guy holding the boom mic on the sideline or something and just make it safe.
Even with him taking that step forward too, I said this on the post game and we nailed it. I said this will be Jacob Morley's Jordan Love sicko throw of the week, and of course, I love that he always adds in the trademark there, by the way. So this is that throw we were talking about: immediate pressure, unblocked in the A gap. You're always taught as a blocking unit, if you have to choose between this defender coming unevaded or this defender, you always choose inside first, right? You let the free runner come from the outside. That's going to be on the quarterback. Hopefully everybody's on the same page. You'll hear a quarterback go, yeah, that's my guy. That's my guy, right? He's saying, I know he's unblocked. Let me handle him, right, is essentially. In this case, you get a guy through the A gap. Look at this throw that Jordan Love makes. I'm going to go slow here. We're going to go half speed. So watch him drop back. Look at the immediate pressure. All right. Boom. Now, look, that's on Brooks. Brooks cannot kick all the way out there. You got to know if they're blitzing that A gap, you've got to chip him right there, right? Because Belton's got his hands full out here. You got to get a hand on that guy, right? However, watch Jordan fade away like another Jordan from back in the day. Look at the placement of that ball, boys. Look how many defenders: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you know what? I don't think it's a dangerous throw, Tim. If your receiver catches that ball, I mean, look at this. He's got that you took a play right there that should have been a negative play, missed assignment. This is what Jordan's been doing the last few weeks. So you look at the box score and you think he had a down game, but making this play and moving the sticks is freaking huge. Getting your team in and out of the right run plays, handing it off with the opposite hand because your shoulder's banged up, or maybe it was because the thumb was bothering him. I don't know. There's been a little bit of debate there, but nonetheless, being that game manager in this situation to getting your team in a position where you come out with a 3-score win and you wasn't even at your best, you wasn't even healthy, but you're still making throws like that. Absolutely phenomenal, man. As Chester said, the play was enormous. It was huge, man.
Yeah, and then like you said, dealing with the pressure right in your face, obviously a missed opportunity for Chris Brooks here to chip, but I wonder if he was just trying to get to his he totally missed. You can see. I thought maybe he was running a leak or something, you know what I mean, to the flat. But so a missed assignment there. It happens. But Jordan taking the time to take the extra 2 or 3 steps in the drop, and just kind of fade, like you said, MJ baby fade away, and drop that ball in the bucket, and then Tay Wicks going up and making just a great grab. For a guy that has caught in a lot of heat recently as a receiver. He didn't drop that one, right? That was a great throw, great catch. And you'd never think you would see a guy throwing a ball into an area with 5 defenders and go, that's a safe throw. But it's like, here it is. Proof is on the tape.
Phenomenal play, man. Again, it should have been. This is when you see the EPA numbers, and Jordan Love's EPA's numbers are already high, and Chicago Bears fans get so upset about it, like EPA isn't a real stat, blah, blah, blah. These are the type of things that he's doing that if you're just a box score dweller like Chicago Bears fans are, this won't show up. You'll look at it and go, oh, yeah, Caleb Williams outplayed him yesterday. But you don't see this stuff. And at the same time, you see Caleb Williams get sacked in the end zone. You look at that in the box score, and the box score dwellers will go, oh, man, the offensive line's letting Caleb down. They, gave up another sack. But The box score doesn't tell you he held the ball for 5.5 or 6 seconds and got sacked in his own end zone, stripped, and it got recovered for a touchdown. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's important. Watch the tape, advanced metrics, look at the box score too, take it all, put it in a pot, and come up with what actually happened in the game. But just a phenomenal play by Jordan there. And then back to Wendell Ferreira here on X, pointed this out. I'm glad he did. This was 8:29 this morning, so these are updated numbers. NFC North quarterbacks in EPA plus CPOE. All right, composite. So this is EPA and then completion percentage over expected, right? So again, that would be through the freaking roof on a play like that we just showed you, right? Composite. This is via RBSDM, 34 qualifying quarterbacks. So they took 34 quarterbacks that qualified in terms of, I guess, snaps or what have you, right? Jordan Love is number 3 in the league in EPA plus CPOE. Jared Goff is number 12. Carson Wentz is 18. Caleb Williams is 26. J.J. McCarthy is 34. So again, dead last for J.J. McCarthy. Caleb Williams, bottom half of the league in this regard. These are the things that's going to eventually catch up with the Chicago Bears. It's going to happen. Now, you still got to tip your cap because they're figuring out how to win football games. But again, you look at the box score yesterday, Tim, you think Jordan Love didn't have a good game. You continue to look at these advanced metrics and you go, nope, we are right on pace, man. He's playing damn good football.
Amen. I agree 100%. I mean, you want to look at the numbers, you want to look at the box score and stuff, but it should be after watching tape. It should be after trusting your eyes and watching football, right? Like you said, don't be a box score watcher. Don't be you can be a stat nerd, but watch some ball too, and watch a game more than once. Try that. You'd be amazed what you see every time you look at a play. You see something else.
There's been multiple times I've been like, I'm glad I watched it the third time through. I missed that. I've watched them 3 times through, put together chalk talk, and you were Emilio point out a mistake to me that I still made him diagnosing the play. It happens to everybody. Yep. So that's so spot on, Tim. So spot on. So again, I think Jordan Love is going to be just fine, man, for sure. I think he is. Chester in the chat. Bart Starr won 5 rings and he wasn't lighting up the box scores. Amen to that, man. And what's crazy too is he was there was a stat too at one point talking about how he was like top 3 or top 5 in the league in throwing on 4th downs. You wouldn't think of Bart Starr being like that, but that was the reality of the way he played the game. 4th and 1. I can't remember which teammate it was, Tim, but one of his teammates said, 4th and 1, he's throwing the football here. What's Bart going to do? Because he called his own plays. What's Bart going to do? He's throwing. It's 4th and 1. He wanted that.
The infamous Ice Bowl sneak. I mean, he was the only player on the field who knew he was going to keep it, and that's probably why the play worked.
Yep, absolutely, man. So, when the game was on the line, boy, Bart Starr, you wanted the ball in his hands. There's no doubt about it, man. Another guy he was drafted at what round? It was something crazy, like 15th round or something like that. Draft pick. Just absolutely wild, man. All right, let's see. We got Camden McManus in the house says, thank you, everybody. That's the reason I became a Packers fan, because of Jair Alexander, because me and him went to the same high school, Rocky River Ravens in Mint Hill, North Carolina. Absolutely awesome. It's cool to see people kind of got those connections there. Talking about Jair Alexander, I believe, because Jai being a North Carolina guy, for sure.
Hope Jai's doing well, man. Best wishes to Jair, man.
Absolutely. You know what we need from Jai? We need to get him back up here in his hopefully he didn't sell his house in Green Bay. He needs to move back into Green Bay, and we need him doing something Packers related if he's done with football, man. That dude is absolutely love that guy, man.
That would be awesome.
We got some snap counts here we can hit, Tim, but we're over time. What we'll do is we'll carry that over into later on. I'll make a note here. We want to talk a little Anthony Belton and just snap counts in general. We'll hit that on tonight's show. And also, guys, I've seen people asking in the chat. I don't know if I marked it or not. I think I may have. Maybe I didn't. Here we go. Doug said, do we have PFF grades on CV and Haddon? I mean, Addison belongs on a milk carton. Jay Jettis was practically invisible. We'll have those PFF grades for you guys and gals on tonight's show. That's something we'll do as Victory Monday rolls on. We'll go live at 6 p.m. Central for PTA Live, and we'll break down the PFF grades. We'll also give you guys the specific snap counts and any other information that may come out of 1265. Guys, it's going to be a short turnaround. Yep. I've got to get this chalk talk put together. It's basically, Tim, it's going to be probably chalk talk tomorrow, and then one day a previewing, and then it's game day. It's Thanksgiving, and
Yep.
We're going to be at a family member's house for Thanksgiving. So what I'm going to have to do there is I'm going to take the laptop. I got the mini NASA laptop that I spent way too much money on, and I'm going to be set up. Y'all going to love this.
Scared money don't make money.
I'm going to be set up in my nephew's bedroom, who is a huge Vikings fan. So the background will probably be all Vikings memorabilia on the wall. And we'll get to make fun of it a little bit as we go live here. Of course, if he watches this show, he's probably going to go, I'm not letting you in my bedroom. Ain't happening. So, now, I felt bad for him yesterday because it was like, it's still early, but man, I don't think J.J. McCarthy's that dude. Maybe they said the same thing about Sam Darnold. Ironically, they let Sam Darnold go, but Sam Darnold with the Jets, right? Horrible. Carolina, horrible. I think he went to San Fran for 1 year. Then he comes to Minnesota and he sparks. They should have kept him, Tim. And I hear some Viking fans say, "Oh, we didn't have the money. We paid Justin Jefferson. We did this. We did that." You've always got the money for a franchise quarterback if you think that's the guy. They didn't think he was the guy. They thought JJ was the guy, and that's just the Mr. Analytics up there. Their general manager. That's a perfect example of him not understanding. Now maybe he took KOC's word for it, and KOC was the one who made the decision that this is my dude. That's on KOC if that's the case, but. It's sad for old Sammy. I don't think he got your QB yet there, buddy. And I'll never forget New Year's a couple years ago when we boat raced the Vikings, Tim. I was watching that game, and he set his phone down, and he said Jordan Love was just dicing him up off his back foot, zero blitz, hits Dontavion Wicks down the seam for a touchdown, or maybe it was Jaden Reed. But he set his phone down. He said, it ain't fair. Like, y'all got another one. Yeah, it ain't fair. Like, it's so hard to find a quarterback, and we got another one in J-Lo. It's wild, man. So anything else you want to hit on, man?
No, Victory Monday. Go, Pack, go. Can't wait to break it down later. Get into these numbers. Like you said, PFF grades. Let's talk some O-line. Let's talk some Escalade Belton, who played pretty damn good last night. So happy for him.
We're going to call it Belton to Ass.
Belton to Ass.
BTA. So, all right. Listen, thanks, everybody. We had a bunch of people in here watching. I really, really appreciate y'all. And thank y'all for being that positive portion of the fan base, being level-headed. I want to give a shout-out to Dr. Crutch with the Super Chat, Michael with the Super Chat. Thank y'all so much for the kindness. We'll be back tonight, 6 p.m. Central for PTA Live. I may go live during the day. We'll see if any news breaks. But if not, we'll see you then. Everybody have a wonderful day. Make sure you tag a Vikings fan in a tweet today, man. Do the right thing, all right? We'll see y'all tonight.
Here we go. We out.